There's the variety of moments, like we mentioned. It doesn't, you get really happy when you have your chocolate covered strawberry. Someone else could be like having a bad day.
And it's for that moment.
It's for that moment.
And I don't think you have to be told how to enjoy your chocolate.
Right.
And you know you like your music with it.
Yeah.
So when you start telling, that's when I disconnect from something and I don't trust it.
The moments, though, for me, it could be other brands. It truly could be like a piece of Dove chocolate.
How many women in chairs sitting and going, oh, do we need to see? I can picture 5 different commercials like that right now. So when you ask the question of how does it set it apart, the answer is it does.
And I like that they talked about how they're innovating and then they can play with flavors. I thought that made it sound like a lot of fun.
I think society has changed and we've become more sophisticated and everyone's more of a foodie than in the past where it was just kind of, grandma's food or just the old standbys. And I think that is part of, that's kind of accelerating the innovation.
I like that it's made in the United States.
And I just go back to it's an American product. Like the Europeans try, to be the best at chocolate, and I feel pride that this product has come from San Francisco, which I didn't know about, and it's been around so long, which I didn't know about. So I feel like it should be on equal footing.
There's so much chocolate that is Swiss or Belgian or whatever that I think
American
the fact that it's
good.
American is like, hey, that's our chocolate.
What we like about Ghirardelli is that it's not commercial. So if they start going this way,
To the moments
I
part.
don't the moments one.
I think there
You lump yourself in with all the other Dove
Exactly.
advertising, all the
Sure.
other
It's
Lindor
bad.
advertising.
So there's a company out there, Lindt, for example. They've been making chocolate. They've been crafting it since the middle of the 1800s. Why can't they be the middle one? How is Ghirardelli do the history one differently? What's unique about it? What sets it
It's
apart?
American.
It is American. It's a different type of history and, that we can associate with, that we can connect with more so than,
It's personal to us.
Yeah.
For the ideas, we really like the tagline with "Love from San Francisco." It gave it a sense of intimacy and warmth, which made it seem even more personal.
Yeah, and they're giving their gift to you. It's a gift to you. That's what it is.
It doesn't say yours truly, San Francisco. It says with love. So that's more of they love their product. They love putting it out there for people to eat it. They do it with this idea of love. I mean, yeah, they make money, but they love what they do and they're obsessed with what they do. So.
I also kind of like the way it sounds like a end of a note. Kind of like something you would give somebody, and then you could write on the card with love from San Francisco to someone. And
there's a face and a story behind the brand, right? It's not just some factory pumping out these bars of chocolate. It's like it started from somebody's desire to want to share something special with the world.
But I do think that the story, the romantic story of Ghirardelli being kind of the, small town kind of feel, but rich in history, that you can't get that everywhere.
This creates a lot more emotion. The history one creates a lot more emotion.
Where's that emotion?
They take the time and their quality, and then that's why when you enjoy it,
And here's this whole history of this brand that we knew nothing about, but we really enjoyed it. So now we know why, and it makes it matter even more.
Just being obsessed with any craft is positive. Like you want to be better at something.
If someone was intentional with what they're putting in front of me, right? That I wasn't like an afterthought. I wasn't like a dollar sign. Right? I was somebody that they thought about with lots of care went into it.
that speaks on obsession, not just eating the chocolate, but just being obsessed with every step of what it goes into making it. And
I
then
think for me, I appreciate their process and their obsession because by the time I get to enjoy something that I think is a treat,
I've survived, you know, like I said earlier, 5 spreadsheets that with 15 more to go, or I've survived taking my kids to 3 different practices and 4 games. And so now it's my time either by myself or with some friends, and we get to, you know, we're done with our hard work and now we get to enjoy something. And so when I see something like that, to me it kind of parallels that I deserve. They're working hard to make that product.
They're enjoying their hard work.
I work hard to get to this.
I like that they're as obsessive about chocolate as I am. I mean, they make it and they develop different flavors and packages, but I like to eat it, and the professionals are doing a good job.
Well, I think, like we were saying earlier, that it's not just women who love chocolate, but that there is this physiological and emotional reward you get from eating it. And so to hear that the company is obsessed about making chocolate, as I am sometimes about eating it, sort of gives value and an okay, you know, it makes it okay that I'm like, oh my God, where's my chocolate, you know, or something like that. It's just, you know, so we have this commonality, you know, they're obsessed about making it, I'm obsessed about eating it, it's okay, nobody's getting hurt.